Anybody say this? Honestly, the government has failed in terms of providing security for my constituent. I'll speak particularly for my constituent. If there's anything said we are doing our best, I would say their best is not good enough for us. Their best is a failure. Their best, which they term as best they can give Nigerians, is a failure. And let's say it. How long shall we continue this way? Are we going to continue to live like this? As I speak to you today, to prevent this thing happening, Kaduna State government has closed down 13 schools. Very soon, children are going to write WAEC. And they don't have lectures. They are going to sit at home to write. Are we thinking of the future of these children? Now, if you look at their own case, it's even better because they are talking of writing exams. How about those children that have been adopted? Will they think of exams? They are thinking of their safety. And every leader of concern should think of their safety. How are they feeding there? The trauma they will go through. I'm very sure some of them may not come back sane again. They may not be the same people. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, and I'll say it, the military is overwhelmed. The federal government is overwhelmed. And my greatest call, that even the greatest of nations seek for assistance. Even America, depending on what they want, they seek for assistance. Why can't we, in this country, call a spade, and said we are overwhelmed? Let nations that are willing come to help us. Why? Is it because we are hiding something? Yes. If we are not hiding something, why can't we call developed nations that are willing to join hands? China does a lot of business with Nigeria. Is it for economic interest alone? Why not for military interest? Why not for protection of property and safety of Nigerians? Are they interested in only building rails, which is a profit venture? What are they giving back to the nation? What are they giving back to the nation? So for me, except we are hiding something, that we don't want developed nations to come. I remember, gentlemen, there was an American citizen that was kidnapped. American, I don't know how they did it. He was, I mean, how would they call it? Why would I call it? The Americans sent what they did, and they rescued him from the hands of adopters. One American citizen. When will the life of one Nigerian matters to us? When? Is it when we are all killed? For me, if there are moles in the military and they cannot be exposed, it means that the moles are stronger than the government. That's an evidence of failure of state. Do we want to be like Mexico, where drug cartel, kill at random, at will? Today, if I tell you that place that these students were kidnapped, from Kalapanzi Barrack in Kaduna State, it's 10 minutes drive. 10 minutes drive. If you adopt 120 students walking on foot, how long will they go in 10 minutes that they cannot be rescued? I am not a military expert, but if you are called a general in the military, it is assumed that all tactics of conventional warfare and unconventional warfare, you should be an authority. Has the military run out of ideas? Because I asked, they will tell you they know where these children or all these kidnapped people are taken to. Now, they will say if they attack, there will be collateral damages. So attacking that place is the only solution they have on the table. So we don't have a solution. For me, the military, the police have failed the members of my constituency. They have failed us. Our fate is now in the hands of God. I want you gentlemen, please, to ask these very important questions. How long shall we continue before we get a solution to the adoption of our children? Is it until 2 million or 200,000 schools are attacked? Is not one too many that we should see tangible results? The children of Greenfield University spend nearly 8 weeks in the hands of their adopters. Today, we are talking of Bethel Baptist High School. Only God knows how long they will remain. And even that of the Greenfield University, the parents paid ransom. You saw it on telly. I saw it on channel. They said they paid. I'm not an advocate of paying kidnappers because it will embolden them more. They'll buy more weapons. But I think that's why we have a military. There must be strategies that we can cope these insistent killings and adoption. Ladies and gentlemen, I will stop on this note, but there are a lot of questions to be asked. And the press is the best vanguard to ask questions. When will this end? I remember with sadness, the children of Kagara in Niger State are still with their adopters, the Islamic school in Kagara. They're still with their adopters. Children as young as 7, 8 years. And we come here and pretend all is well? Do we really have a country? Do we have a government that will protect us? Ask any member here, when we want to go to the northern part, as long as we are passing through Abuja, Kaduna Road, we are scared. Some of us go with convoy of security. So the poor man should die. Because the poor man cannot afford the security. He has to go through public transport. As I speak to you now, this morning as I was in the chamber, authoritatively, they attacked members of my constituency in Kujama, that same area where Bethel Baptist High students were adopted. They killed 3 people. Yes, near Nigerian prison school in Kujama, prison farms in Kujama. This morning, please, let me ask this question. If any of you have passed through Abuja, Kaduna Road, how many stops, military stops do you see? I can't remember seeing any. Yes, I can't remember seeing any. And I want to ask this question. Let's be very sincere to our conscience. When Kaduna Airport was closed and VIPs were afraid from Kaduna to Abuja or from Abuja to Kaduna, where were there not attacks? Because VIPs were on the road. Why? Why were there no attacks? Do you remember any attack? That the VIPs were conveyed from Kaduna to Abuja? It never happened. Members of the press, please help us. We need answers. Nigerians want answers. And the government has a responsibility to answer us. Because this is democracy. Including myself. Nigerians deserve answers from us. If we have failed, we should be able to say it. There's nothing like it is a shame to say I failed. I failed, you look for help. The moment you don't want to accept that you failed, then you are not going to look for help. Then Nigerians will be the one to suffer for it. Gentlemen, I will just pray. My prayers for you, please, I want you to help me. Pray for these children, for their safe return.